Rounding out the field, the number 24 of Olive Branch, Mississippi, is Garrett Gray. Larry, they're coming at you.
Oh, man, I'm excited. These are the big boys. And I'll tell you what, they're all in there thinking, I want that trophy. And they're going to throw the gas to it coming out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. The late models.
Still side by side as they come through turn 2. Michael Driscoll not giving anything up to Wade Buttry so far. AJ, Andy Johnson running in third right behind him. Buttry's going to lead the first lap, but only by a few feet. Further back in the field, Garrett Gray and Michael Green side by side. Good run so far by Jason Petrino. He was really fast, a little bit scary fast in practice. He runs in fourth. Petrino family, long-time racers here at the Motorplex. Mike Petrino ran for years in the late model and mini modified, pro modified divisions here. I may be mistaken, but I believe one of that gentleman's sponsors, which might have been Savage Sauce. Two packs of 3 so far. Wade Buttry leads the first pack. Driscoll back in second. We got a side-by-side battle now as Garrett Gray looks to the inside of Jason Petrino. He's going to take that spot. Michael Green going to try and follow him. Nothing there for Green so far. Halfway given by Gary Davis, crossed flags. Andy Johnson, who was one of the fastest cars in practice, right at 20 seconds flat, falling off a bit in third, possibly laying back for the feature. Who knows? Don't forget an additional $800 on the line tonight in that Fussner last to first challenge. More to come on that shortly. A fan's going to be involved in this. You're going to have some money on the line. Wade Buttry turning laps at around 20.5. Michael Driscoll not letting him get too far away. Defending track champion in that gorgeous number 87 Cunningham Motors perfected drywall entry. He's got 2 Beeman cars behind him, both the 86 of Mike Driscoll and the 26 of Andy Johnson, sponsored by Beeman Automotive. Two laps to go. Driscoll trying to ease in a little bit on Buttry, making a little bit of headway as they get the white flag. And that's the way they're going to finish. Wade Allen Buttry takes the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, is it a surprise? Wade Allen Buttry, the Fairview Flash. Man, do y'all ever, you and James ever get tired of this?
No, I'll never get tired of it. If I got tired, I wouldn't be out here. But we love to race, you know. It just everything's a race. Whether racing to the house or racing on the track, don't matter, you know. We love to do it. appreciate all the fans coming out tonight. I know the weather looked terrible, and everybody come on out and support us anyway, and it means a lot to us. Appreciate everybody coming out. I want to thank Brandon Miller up there, if you're up there, for going and getting us some parts this afternoon so we can come out and make it. But I just appreciate everybody coming out. And appreciate Perfected Drywall helping us come down construction and Langham Construction. And just wasn't for these guys, wouldn't be out here at all. But thanks to this crew, this car's flawless again.
Wade Allen will be going for 4 in a row tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in his feature. So we'll see if he can pull it off. Of course, got one of the greatest crews down here. James and all the guys, of course, they got their lovely wives down here
Nashville,
always.
we need the two of you to start making your way to the stage right after this heat race. Dylan Fetcho and Margaret Ann Witten, as soon as this heat race is over, we need you down at the stage so we can give you your awards.
Woo-hoo! Rock and roll, baby. Travis Trotter, Scooter Hillis.
Trotter gets the trot on the start. Scooter's going to scoot into second. Steve Dickens slots himself into third. That's Jeff Higdon in the 04, another longtime veteran here at the Motorplex, in fourth. Josh Petrino in fifth in the 10. Ben Davis in the 41. Ben Davis was running the front runner cars last year on the quarter mile. Now he's in a late model, getting some track time. Talk about a driver who brings his fan club along everywhere he goes. Travis Trotter, number 32, very popular driver here at the Motorplex. Steve Barnes a little wide through turn 2 in his blue number 33. Jeff Higdon starts to close in a little bit. Higdon starting to take a look underneath Steve Dickens. Bottoms out a little bit through 2. Working lap 6, that's halfway through this 12-lap heat race. Once again, don't forget, these heat races set the lineups for the feature. Very important tonight, the feature race for these late models. Eligible for the George Fusner Last to First Challenge. Larry's going to be telling you a little bit more about that later. Suffice to say, if you start at the front, if you go to the back and you come all the way back up to the front, there's $800 in it for you. Travis Trotter still leading through 8 laps. Scooter Hillis in second. Good run for Steve Dickens in third. Steve's been showing a lot of speed in that blue 33 lately. Driver who came up through the Grand National Sportsman division here. Looks like the Petrino family could be taking home 2/5 in heat races. Two laps to go this time by. Best battle on the racetrack still for third. Steve Dickens and Jeff Higdon going at it with the white flag out. And Ben Davis goes around in the number 41, and they're going to get the yellow and the checkered.
That's young Ben Davis, ladies and gentlemen, in the 41. Keokuk, Tennessee, young man. First year in a late model stock car. Has some horrendous luck so far this year. Model stock car drivers tonight. And these guys, you get a chance to meet all these boys. They work hard on these cars. Also, a lot of you, these guys come down through the week, lease the track, work real hard on their cars, spend a lot of time and a lot of money. Of course, last week was we had several cars involved in a crash, and we hope that we don't go the Weavy, Pendergrass. We hope we don't have that again tonight, but our prayers and luck's all with these guys. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, from Laverne, Tennessee, driving a 04, Higdon Racing. Nice hand for Jeff Higdon. Jeffrey. Number 9, Mount Juliet Bugbusters Dodge, Skip McCord. Driving the number 10 out of Bowling Green, Kentucky, Joshua Petrino. Driving the Ford Taurus all the way from Franklin, Tennessee, the veteran himself, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Green. Number 12, Kingston Springs, Tennessee. Another one of our young guns, Jason Petrino. Another young gun all the way from Mississippi, was up here last night working on his car. Number 24, Olive Branches, Mississippi, Mid-South Door, Chevrolet, 24, Garrett Gray. Number 26, Mount Juliet's Beeman Pontiacs, Andy Johnson. The number 32 out of Lebanon, Tennessee, Travis Trotter, ladies and gentlemen. Nice hand. Good job, Travis. Number 33, Greenbrier Flash, Steve Dickens. Number 40, another one of our young guys here, all the way out of Lebanon, ST2 Motorsports, Scooter Hillis. Number 41, 16-year-old late model driver out of Keokuk, Tennessee. Nice hand for Ben Davis. And Michael Driscoll's here somewhere driving Beeman Pontiac. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2004 track champion, 3 wins in a row, shooting for 4, Wade Allen Buttry, number 87.
They get 1 to go as Wade Buttry's going to assume his position at the back of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, that is for $800 in the Fussner Last to First Challenge. They tighten up down the back straightaway. Larry, they're coming at you.
Yeah, buddy, I'm fired up. That pace car light is out. That means it's time to go racing. Travis Trotter, Steve Dickens on the front row. Travis going to be antsy, wanting to jump to start, but let's see if he can hold it down. Here we go.
I got the feeling that race director Donnie Red did not like that start.
No, Travis jumped the gun there. Steve Dickens didn't come down there with him, so Travis got a start.
They are letting that start stand as Trotter out in front. AJ Andy Johnson runs in second. Scooter Hillis in third. Josh Petrino, wow, up in fourth. Great job. Steve Dickens runs in fifth. Everybody stacked up behind Dickens. Jeff Higdon, Michael Driscoll is there. The number 24, Garrett Gray. Jason Petrino getting a challenge from Wade Buttry. Already up 3 spots. He's got 8 positions to make up. 8 positions for $800 for Wade Buttry. We're only 3 laps into this race, and he's already made up quite a bit of ground. Looks underneath Garrett Gray now. Heavy traffic for your points leader, Michael Driscoll, right in front of him. Garrett Gray is going to yield a position. They looked just for a minute like they were going to go 3 abreast. That's Driscoll in the 86 on the inside of Jeff Higdon. Anxious moments for your points leader. Five laps in. Andy Johnson out in front, Travis Trotter second, Scooter Hillis really closing in on Travis Trotter. Josh Petrino, an excellent race so far, managing to hold on to 4th. Wade Buttry makes up 2 more spots, gets past Jeff Higdon and Steve Dickens. He's in 6th, make that 5th as he goes past Josh Petrino on lap 7. George Fussner could be fixing to lose $800. Buttry draws a bead on Michael Driscoll now. Still Johnson out in front, increasing his margin over Travis Trotter. Scooter Hillis in 3rd, Driscoll in 4th. Buttry now 5th. Higdon runs in 6th, getting a challenge now from Garrett Gray, who has managed to free himself from that group of traffic. 8th is Michael Green. He's also managed to fight his way up through traffic. Back to 9th, Josh Petrino getting a challenge from his brother on the inside, Jason. Steve Dickens, your pole sitter, is next. Skip McCord rounds out the field. Josh Petrino getting the boot from Steve Dixon, and now Skip McCord. Wade Buttry starting to look to the inside of Michael Driscoll. Sticks the nose underneath as they go through 4 and easily goes by as Scooter Hillis starting to make a move on Travis Trotter and goes around right in front of Buttry. And Buttry takes the wall. Garrett Gray right behind him. Tough break for Wade Buttry.
Well, I don't know. You got spotters up there. Those guys have blocked it, split up.
As he went to the outside of the cone, Andy Johnson has to stay high as they come down for the start. Could open the door for Travis Trotter. Holding them back as they come down. Green flag is out. AJ gets a good jump on the field. Trotter and Driscoll still side by side. Driscoll gets a good jump going through 2. Trotter gets a thump from behind by Michael Green, who's managed to take over 4th. Green making that cone rule pay off for him again. Now looks to the inside of Trotter for 3rd. He's going to take it. Leaves the door open for Jeff Higdon, who squirts on by. Trotter back to 5th. Jason Petrino looked for a moment like he had a run on Trotter. Steve Dickens, some damage on the number 33. Doesn't look like it slowed him down too much, but he definitely has a caved-in hood. 15 laps in the books. Smyrna, Tennessee's Andy Johnson out in front. Andy's not going to be happy. He is, in fact, from Mount Juliet. I do not want to make Andy Johnson unhappy. Michael Driscoll, however, is doing his best to make Andy Johnson unhappy as he starts to roll AJ in. Michael Green all alone in third right now. Higdon looking very solid in fourth as Steve Dickens comes into the attention of his pit crew to get that problem with the hood worked out. Dickens rolls out back into the action, a lap down. Michael Driscoll gets a good move to the inside as they come off of 4. They're still side by side through 1 and 2. Driscoll gets a good pull down the straightaway and into 3 and 4. AJ going to hold him off to the line. The number 26 Beeman Pontiac reassuming the lead. The 2 Beeman cars going at it. Those 2 also second and third in points right now with Wade Buttrey out of the action. That'll allow them to move up in the points. Buttrey had a 33-point lead over Johnson going into tonight's action. Driscoll an additional 26 points behind. Give a call to Jeff Higdon. Great run in fourth. He's managing to hold off Travis Trotter. Jason Petrino also looking very strong in the 12. Skip McCord has caught up to that battle. And once again, your leaders going at it. The 2 Beeman cars side by side through 3 and 4. Looks like Driscoll may have it this time by. He does. Takes over as they take the crossed flags from Gary Davis. Those 2 pulling out a healthy advantage over the third place car of Michael Green, the Michaels Motor Company Ford. That'll make that scuffle for fourth place the best battle on the racetrack. Jeff Higdon's Higdon Racing 04 still managing to hold off Travis Trotter, Jason Petrino, and Skip McCord. Petrino a little sideways moment in 3 there. Skip McCord backs off. Josh Petrino and Steve Dickens round out the field. Don't forget, next Friday night, driver appreciation nights continue. NASCAR legend Cuckoo Marlin, the clown prince of stock car racing, will be here Friday the 29th. Lots of racing that weekend. Late models, Grand National Sportsman, and Super Trucks Friday night. As always, Saturday, Hayes Nissan, Hayes Mitsubishi. And around goes Jason Petrino. And Josh also goes around.
Holy mackerel.
Steve
The
Dickens,
Petrino
nowhere to
brothers.
go. Motor Company Ford Taurus.
It's going to be pretty exciting. Of course, Michael got an awful fast race car tonight. We're going to see if these guys behind it can mount a challenge. Andy Johnson, Michael Green, both hungry. And here we go.
Very slow on the restart. Skip McCord, bad break in the Bugbusters Dodge. Had been running fairly strong earlier. Andy Johnson manages to pull up into second. Got a chance to cool his tires off. Green had been catching him prior to that caution flag. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you can listen to the live telecast or broadcast of this race on FM channel 90.1. If you've got headset radios, bring them out to the Plex. If you don't own a headset radio, they are for sale down at the souvenir stand. Hear the call of the race over the roar of the engines. Michael Driscoll once again beginning to pull out a little bit of a lead over Andy Johnson in second. Michael Green third. Jeff Higdon, great run in fourth. Travis Trotter fifth. The Petrino brothers going at it for sixth. Steve Dickens at least one lap down in between them and Travis Trotter. 15 laps to go. Putting the watch this time on Driscoll to see what kind of laps he's turning. Green now starting to close in a little bit on Johnson. Johnson car not handling the way that it did in practice. He's well off of the pace because Driscoll is running 20.8, not particularly fast for a late model here. And he's still managing to pull away from Andy Johnson. Skip McCord comes from out of the back pits, going to get himself back into the action. Going to get two handfuls now from Gary Davis, 10 laps to go. Michael Green pulled back to within one car length of Andy Johnson. Green fifth in points. He's going to improve that position. Garrett Gray out of the race. He's going to move up at least to fourth. Don't forget, if you'd like video or DVD copies of this race or any race here at the Music City Motorplex, get in touch with Daryl Franklin or Sandra Franklin up here at the top of the grandstands. You see them up here running the camera equipment. They can set you up with a video or DVD, $10. Thanks to them for coming all the way up from Georgia to be our videographers every night. Travis Trotter has reeled in Jeff Higdon. That's the battle for fourth. Steve Dickens, although he is a couple of laps down, really's got the 33 car running. He has closed in on those two. Five to go this time by. Michael Driscoll, his Beeman Pontiac Flawless, out in front and going away. Andy Johnson about to come under some serious pressure from Michael Green as Jeff Higdon and Travis Trotter go at it. Travis looks to the inside of Higdon as they go through 1 and 2. Higdon not prepared to give it up just yet. Really drives it in hard, seeing if he can make that high groove work, and he does. Jeff Higdon holds on to fourth. He's going to have to make that groove work for 2 more laps. Mike Green now all over the back door of Andy Johnson. White flag out this time by for your leader, Michael Driscoll. Second and third and fourth and fifth very much in question still. Green trying to get one final run on Andy Johnson. He is not going to get the opportunity. Michael Driscoll gets the twin checkered flags from Gary Davis. Andy Johnson's going to follow him home in second, over 3-second margin. Here comes the battle for fifth. Jeff Higdon's going to hold on to fourth. Travis Trotter back in fifth. Sixth, Jason Petrino. Seventh, Josh Petrino.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, first time, late model, Coors late model, Michael Driscoll in the Beeman Pontiac Bass Tire car. And I'm telling you what, I don't know how you stand there so calm, son. You put a whooping on everybody tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, come down and go across the gates. Front straightaway, you'll be able to see a lot of your cars and everything. Michael, congratulations, buddy. Man, you're just as calm as a cucumber.
Man, I appreciate it. I never would expect this to happen tonight, you know. I hate to see what happened to Wade. I don't know what we would have had for him, but, man, I cannot say enough about Beeman.
Little Travis Trotter there.
I can't say enough about my sponsors, Beeman Automotive Group, GBT Realty, Steve Bass Tire, Creative Alarms. They're all just so great to us. It's nice to see 2 Beeman cars up front today. That's great. My crew, man, that's it right there. I have nothing to do with this. It's all them. Billy Cisco, I can't thank him enough. He came on board this year, and he has turned our team around, and it's looking great. One person I really need to thank, is he's been with us for years, and I hadn't had a chance to be able to thank him, is Percy Folse, and I owe it to him. And, of course, my parents, Lyle, Joe, John, Rob, Pastor Rick, everybody on the crew, my girlfriend, Lene. I mean, you know, there's so many people to thank, but this is great.
You know what? You're a heck of a race car driver, and I'm very proud of you. Be a friend and come out here and win a race like that. I wish you could have saw your mom and dad over there while you was racing. They was turning that steering wheel every bitch way. But you know what? You've got a bright future, man. You're going to go a long way, and we're very proud of you, Michael. One heck of a job, buddy. Thanks a lot. Congratulations to you.
Appreciate it.
Give us a call Sunday night on the radio show. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy right here, Michael Driscoll.
Second and third and fourth and fifth very much in question still. Green trying to get one final run on Andy Johnson. He is not going to get the opportunity. Michael Driscoll gets the twin checkered flags from Gary Davis. Andy Johnson's going to follow him home in second, over 3-second margin.